Hi everyone, Roger here from What's on Disney Plus with some new information on WarnerMedia's new streaming service, HBO Max. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the latest Disney Plus news, so let's jump into it. The streaming wars are building up, with Netflix dominating for years, but the competition is going to be much tougher for them, with Disney set to launch its new service Disney Plus in November, alongside a number of new streaming services from Comcast, Apple and WarnerMedia. Today, WarnerMedia unveiled HBO Max, which is the new name of their streaming service, which will offer an impressive direct-to-consumer experience for everyone, ranging from families with young children to adults of all ages. HBO Max brings together HBO's a robust slate of new original programming from Warner Bros., New Line, DC Entertainment, CNN, CNT, CBS, truTV, the CW, Turner Classic Movies, the Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth, Looney Tunes, and something much more. This really is going to appeal to everybody in the house. Some of the highlights from this new HBO announcement to launch all 236 episodes of Friends, which is one of the biggest hits on TV and also on Netflix. It's also going to be holding a number of other television series such as The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Pretty Little Liars. Now, I'm going to be honest, I thought Pretty Little Liars was an ABC show because that's where it aired, but apparently it has been created by Warner Bros. It's also going to be the exclusive streaming home of a number of new Warner Bros. Shows, such as DC's Batwoman and also the new spin-off from Riverdale. HBO Max is scheduled to launch in spring of 2020 and will include over 10,000 hours of premium content. There are also a number of original shows for HBO Max, including June the Sisterhood, Tokyo Vice, The Flight Attendant, Love Life, Station 11, Made for Love, and also a new animated series based on the Gremlins, which I'm going to be honest, that is definitely one that caught my attention. There's also going to be a number of HBO content from 2020 and 2021, so you've got the new Stephen King show The Outlander, Lovecraft Country, The Nevers, The Gilded Age, Avenue 5, The Undoing, Plot Against America, Perry Mason, and I Know This Much Is True. HBO Max is going to be some serious competition for the existing networks such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and obviously Disney's streaming service Hulu and Disney Plus. Since HBO Max is going to be offering a huge back catalogue of movies and shows featuring major franchises such as Lord of the Rings, Friends, DC, Looney Tunes, and much more. The good news is Disney Plus will have a 3 to 6 month head start on HBO Max, though HBO does already have a massive install base, especially if they start incorporating this in and maybe merging it in with some of their other HBO apps, because there are a number of them around at the minute, and it wouldn't surprise me if HBO and WarnerMedia start sort of condensing them down a little bit to make it a little bit easier. One key thing about HBO Max, while there was no pricing structure, it's expected to be around the same price as HBO is currently running now, which is between $15 and $20. Obviously that's much more than Disney. But WarnerMedia are going for a very different strategy to Disney. They are going for one streaming service that has everything in there for everyone, kind of how Netflix go, whereas Disney are offering different packages. Disney Plus is more for the family, Hulu is going to be the more general entertainment and for adults. But obviously if you put those all together, it probably comes in higher than HBO Max. The streaming world is really going to go through some major changes, with Comcast launching their free service. You've got HBO Max, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus. There's all these different things coming in, and what we are used to paying for on Netflix and having lots of different options is going to be severely reduced, especially as Netflix starts to lose all these different shows from Warner Bros., Disney, and also Comcast, as all those stuff come away. Definitely think with HBO Max, this is a very interesting lineup. There's lots of shows on here that I like the look of. And obviously is where you're going to get all those Warner Bros. Movies. You've also got interesting things like Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth, things that are a little bit less known. And if they start incorporating all these in together, especially in regards to their DC streaming service, HBO Max is going to be a big player. Now, unfortunately, there is a thing with all these different streaming services of what everyone is willing to pay for and how many are going to be willing to subscribe to. But I could see easily people dropping in and out, depending on which shows are coming on. Maybe you're watching Star Wars The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. Once you finish with that, you then jump over to HBO Max. But ideally, these companies want you to be subscribing to a number of them, and they obviously want you to be subscribed to them. So you might subscribe to HBO Max, Disney Plus, and maybe Netflix, and jumping in and out of Amazon Prime. Or you might go, I'll just wait for the next season of a show like Stranger Things on Netflix. You can jump around a bit, depending on how many you're going to want. The big issue, obviously, is whereas a lot of us have been used to just paying one subscription service for Netflix and having access to a huge content library, that is all changing. Things are all different now, especially with Disney, Comcast, and WarnerMedia all pulling their content off of Netflix in the coming year ahead. Things are going to get pretty messy. Whether or not there's enough space for all of these different streaming networks, that's going to be seen. I think we are going to see a lot of consolidation between different streaming platforms, bringing them down. I do think this HBO Max is a great idea. I'll be honest, I would have loved it if Disney Plus also incorporated Hulu under all one big banner and was a little bit more pricey and had everything in there, but that's just my own personal take on this. But I definitely think HBO Max is going to be a strong competition for Disney Plus, and I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below as well. Remember to go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.